Cardi B says divorce saved her from killing Offset, inside the explosive truth behind her most shocking confession yet. Cardi B has never been one to bite her tongue. She's bold, she's raw, and she lives her truth out loud, whether it's in her music, her Instagram live rants, or now, in one of her most shocking confessions yet. In a recent emotional outburst that's gone viral across social media, the Grammy-winning rapper admitted something that left millions stunned. Her decision to divorce Offset actually saved her from doing something extreme, something irreversible. According to Cardi, staying in the relationship wasn't just emotionally painful, it became dangerously toxic. She didn't mince words when she said, "Divorce kept me from killing Offset." A deeply personal and intense revelation, this statement wasn't just about drama. It was a powerful metaphor for the emotional suffocation she felt, one that pushed her closer to the edge than she had ever been. From the outside, Cardi B and Offset seemed like hip-hop royalty. They had the fame, the chemistry, the flashy lifestyle, and two beautiful children, daughter Culture and son Wave. Their love story looked like a rap fairy tale. Whirlwind romance, a surprise wedding, and high-profile moments filled with luxury and sparkle. But behind the curtains, the reality was far messier, darker, and far more painful than fans ever realized. Throughout their relationship, Cardi and Offset endured scandal after scandal. From Offset's alleged cheating to public fights and reconciliations, their love was tested again and again. Fans watched as Cardi tried to hold it all together, repeatedly choosing to forgive and move forward. But forgiveness, as she now admits, had its limits. There came a point when her emotional well-being couldn't take the weight of the betrayal anymore. In the rawest version of her truth, Cardi opened up about how the emotional turmoil affected her mental state. She described feeling consumed by anger, heartbreak, and resentment, so much so that she didn't recognize herself anymore. She wasn't just angry at Offset. She was angry at what their relationship had turned her into. Someone bitter, hurt, and constantly on the defensive. A version of herself she didn't want to be, especially not around her children. Choosing divorce was never part of her plan. Cardi grew up believing in family, commitment, and loyalty. But the pain she endured in silence, the nights she cried behind closed doors, and the times she had to smile through the chaos eventually built up like a pressure cooker. When she finally decided to walk away, it wasn't out of impulse. It was survival. I didn't want to lose myself. I didn't want to end up in jail. I didn't want to hate the father of my kids, Cardi explained, her voice trembling with emotion. I had to let go before it got too dark. Her revelation shocked not just fans, but fellow celebrities, influencers, and even relationship experts, many of whom praised her bravery for being honest about the extreme mental toll of staying in a toxic relationship. Cardi B's words aren't just sensational. They shine a spotlight on a reality that many people, especially women, face every day. The emotional war zone of loving someone who continuously breaks your heart. While Offset has stayed relatively quiet since her confession, the silence speaks volumes. In the past, he's publicly apologized, staged grand gestures, and expressed his love for Cardi. But now, with her walking away for good, and doing it loudly, it seems that this chapter may finally be closed for real. Cardi has shifted her energy back into her music, motherhood, and self-care. Her recent social media posts show a woman who's rediscovering herself, not just as an artist, but as a human being. She's been transparent about healing, about therapy, and about focusing on her own mental and emotional growth. For someone who's often painted as brash and unfiltered, her vulnerability is not only refreshing, it's revolutionary. This moment marks a turning point in Cardi's public journey. She's not just a rapper, fashion icon, or social media firecracker. She's a woman who survived emotional warfare and chose herself in the end. Her fans, especially women, are rallying behind her, not because she's perfect, but because she's real. In the entertainment industry, where image is everything and vulnerability is often masked, Cardi B's raw honesty cuts through the noise. She didn't have to tell the world how deep her pain went. But she did, and in doing so, she's empowered thousands who are silently suffering in their own complicated relationships. This isn't just about Cardi B and Offset anymore. This is about every woman who's ever been pushed to the edge by love, who's ever been gaslighted, cheated on, or made to feel small. Cardi's confession is a wake-up call. Sometimes walking away isn't weakness, it's the ultimate act of strength. And in true Cardi fashion, she's not asking for pity or applause. She's just telling her story, raw and unfiltered, and in doing so, giving others the courage to write their own.